All right, what's up, gang? We are live. I got a little bit of traffic to sit through driving very slow, so I figured I would turn on the dash cam and shoot a quick live video to give you a sneak preview about a topic that I have coming up that I'm going to share with you all that is on the fooled by politicians, narcissistic politicians subject. So as you have seen, or if you did not see it, you need to go to my community tab and take the poll. On the community tab, I put up a poll and I asked you, my gang, if you would like me to take a bold step and do a video that exposes some things that I discovered about the philosophy and the belief systems that Kamala Harris has, which were passed down from her mother and her father. Okay, so some people got triggered. Of course, you're going to have people who are brainwashed, who are fooled by politicians that drink the Kool-Aid, so we say, who immediately take offense. They get upset and they come out of the woodworks cussing, snotting and spitting, upset because they think that I'm going to say something critical. Well, the joke's on you, because I'm not going to necessarily say anything critical per se. But here's the deal. What I am going to do is make it clear what the philosophy is behind Kamala Harris, Kamala, whatever, comrade, whatever her name is. I'm going to talk about the things that you don't discuss. You people who seem to not care what she says. Those of you who don't care what her positions are, but you just love her, period, as a person. And I understand that. Some people are just in love with Kamala Harris, and they want to see her turn the page on her own administration and win the election. For those of you who are curious, though, who sit around and wonder, what does she mean when she says, what can we be unburdened by what has been? Or those of you who might be scratching your heads wondering why she constantly repeats the same stories. Like, I was raised in a middle-class family, and we lived upstairs from a daycare. And the woman who owned the daycare was like a second mom to me, and she lived 2 doors down. Now that's kind of odd. I don't know how she lived 2 doors down. If you lived on top of a daycare, how would you live 2 doors down? But setting that aside, for those of you that wonder, why does she continuously repeat the same stories? Why does she use hypnotic language that is seemingly nonsense babble? One of the lines that she uses that comes into mind is, the children of the community are the children of our community. Another phrase she uses, the passage of time, or rather the significance of the passage of time. Think about how significant the significance is of the significance of the passage of time. Now, for a while, I scratched my head and I wondered, why does she keep repeating these things that don't make any sense? So I started to research it. Come to find out, I already had a plethora of knowledge about why she was repeating these hypnotic statements. And when you look beyond the strange phrases and weird stories, and you look at the parents and what their philosophies are, you get the answer. Now, I will tell you one thing. I'm an expert in NLP, Neurolinguistic Programming. And some of you who know me know that I have been a trainer, a keynote speaker, motivational speaker for about 35 years. Long time. And because of that field of study that I perfected, that makes me good money because I get paid to stand in front of audiences and talk. In fact, I'm getting paid right now to stand in front of you and talk. Even though we have detractors who like to post ignorant things because they don't get paid to speak in front of audiences. So the only thing they can do is sit around and troll. Sad, sorry little trolls, not making any money, saying stupid things, stupid, ignorant little things. Besides the one on top of your head. My experience as a keynote speaker, I have studied the tactics used by famous speakers and world leaders who have this innate ability to hypnotize masses of people, put them in a trance, and take them into a deep imaginary land where they forget that they're sitting in a chair listening to a speaker. That's called Neurolinguistic Programming. And so I have noticed that Kamala Harris, the politician, uses some of these same tactics. Now, when you match that with a philosophy that is a little bit foreign to most of you, you find out that there's a sneaky little way that you can, shall we say, implant these philosophies that are not congruent with a capitalistic society into the minds of people and garner support. And that's what I'm going to talk about. So for all of the cupcakes and the sensitive, thin-skinned people out there, it'll be okay. I'm just going to show you what those philosophies are, and you might agree. The Constitution or a language into the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. I don't believe in any of that, but I have a different philosophy. Well, that's okay. You're free to do that because this is a free country. But for those of you who are not aware of the philosophies that are behind this person who has taken over the Democratic Party by non-democratic means, because the individual has not received one single vote, you will understand why the weird speech, why the weird language. I'm going to open up your eyes to that. It'll be very, very interesting. I am back in the neighborhood, and so I have killed time, but I wanted to explain a little bit behind that post that I made and to tell the thin-skinned cupcakes and the people who get triggered and butthurt and all upset, they get their panties in a bunch whenever someone speaks something against their beloved political candidate. It'll be safe. It'll be okay, and you will be able to watch this video. I won't hurt your feelings at all. I'm just going to make it a little bit more clear for those of you who don't know why this seems to be such a person. Weird. Buzzword of the year, weird, which is kind of like gaslighting, because they are the ones who own the word weird, but they turn around and call everyone else weird. Isn't it interesting? Okay, so now that I have finished giving you the preview, I can put on my glasses and look a little closer, and look at some of the weirdos and the good people who have posted in the comments. And we see that Erica Davis is one of the weirdos, probably one of those thin-skinned liberals who can't stand to hear anything spoken, not a single word that goes against the beloved Queen Kamala. Thank you, Patriot Chick, for timing out that thin-skinned. Okay, I just got disconnected. I'm pulling into my Wi-Fi, so hopefully the stream will stay on so I can look at the rest of these comments and talk about you weirdos who like to say silly little things. And that, I enjoy that. I like it when the weirdos come in and say goofy stuff. So let's just scroll down here and see if we can see what is going on. Tigger Lemon, that is an interesting name. Tigger says, shut up. Are you talking to me, Tigger? Dwayne Manziel, what is up, Dwayne, in the house? Kumala is unburdened. Yes, she is definitely unburdened. Shout out to John Luna. What is up, John Luna? I'm glad that I was able to do this live stream. I have not been doing live streams for a while, but I'm going to get back on track when things settle down next week, and I will be coming back, getting in your face. Okay, so here we have a triggered little fella. Tigger Lemon says, you're gay and you get -1 million Riz. Okay, so little Tigger is probably, what, 17 years old? The language use Riz. That's what the kids say these days. So little Tigger Lemon is one of our little thin-skinned liberal friends who, once Tigger grows up, Tigger will probably end up being a conservative once he matures a little bit. But until then, okay. So Erica claims she's 9 years old. That's strange. Okay. Who else do we have in here? We have Lowy. Don't forget about the, whoa, John Luna. Thank you very much, my man, John Luna, with the super chat. I'm about to pound the love button on that. Thank you, John Luna. John is one of my biggest supporters. In fact, he is the biggest supporter. I'm going to hit the like button on that too. I just pounded the love and the like for John Luna for helping to support my live stream, because guys, honest to goodness, it's very expensive to produce this show. I spend an unbelievable amount of money every month, hundreds of dollars, and once I get my crew hired, it'll run in towards, say, a couple $1,000 to really do what I want to do. And that's why I appreciate people like John Luna, who is down with the cause, because John throws a little change my way and helps me to defray the cost, the painful cost of producing this channel. So thank you, John Luna. I appreciate that, brother. All right, so Patriot Chick is in the house. Now, John, I think I can, there, finally. I tell you what, I've been trying to remember to put that wrench on. There we go. Okay, I finally got that done. John Luna, you have paid the cost to be the boss, and you can help me throw people out of here. All right, thank you very much. Let's scroll on down and see if I missed any other crazy. I will also give you a preview while I am scrolling through some of the little weirdos and silly little liberals like Tigger Lemon, silly little Tigger. I will tell you that the FBI video is in production, guys. I'm putting it together, and it is going to be fantastic, and it will feature some new rap music, some banging beats. It's going to feature some new AI artwork that will knock your socks off. And it's going to give you the reason why, whoa, what's up? Cooking with Frank is all up in the house. I wish I was on the home computer because I'd hit the bomb, boom. I'd be dropping the bomb right about now because my fam, Cooking with Frank, is on the line. What is up, my brother from another mother from the South Chicago area? I tell you what, I miss Chicago. I got to kick back through. Whenever I come to visit, Frank, I'm going to hit you up because I want to have a meetup with some of the fam, some of the folks, especially the content creators in the South Side area. My little brother, Ted, Coach Ted, who might be listening right now, he was in Chicago last weekend. He was delivering my niece, Kobe, who was getting her master's degree. He was bringing her to Chicago. And my little brother, Ted, he was born here in Missouri. I was the last one born in Chicago. Oh, you're not in Chicago? Where the heck do you live, Frank? I thought you were in Chicago. Well, we're going to have a meet up in Chicago, bro. We're going to have to do something about that. Well, let me know where you're from so that if I'm up in your hood, I can kick through and shout you out a holla holla. Let me know. But anyway, I was born on the south side in the city limits of Chicago. Oh, snap, Michigan. Okay, well, if you can't be from Chicago, you are in the number 2 place to be. Michigan, are you in D-Town? Let me know if you are in Detroit City, Frank. Because, see, that's my roots, man. I was born in Chicago, 99th and LaSalle. South LaSalle, okay? The house is still there to this day, and my little brother drove by and got to see the house where I grew up. My mother is from Detroit, Michigan. And I'm going to tell you something. I spent every summer of my life through the age of 22 in Detroit City. Yes, every single summer. And that's why I'm a Lions fan, secondary to my Chiefs. I got to be a Chiefs fan because they're right here in my home state. But anyway, I'm a Lions fan. I'm a Tigers fan. I was a Pistons fan. We would come to the Silver Dome and watch the Lions games where I got to see Barry Sanders. As a matter of fact, I saw Barry Sanders at Tiger Stadium, Faurot Field, as a matter of fact, at Mizzou when Oklahoma State kicked in and kicked our butts. I saw the game where Barry Sanders ran 300 yards all over my Missouri Tigers, and then I got to watch Barry Sanders in person playing for the Lions. So Detroit, man, it's home. Chicago is home. I almost like Detroit better than I do Chicago because we moved from Chicago when I was 6, but we would spend every summer, we would spend a few days in Chicago. We would spend a week in Gary, Indiana, and we spent like a month and a half in Chicago. In Detroit. About a month and a half. The majority of the time we spent in D-Town, in Motown, going to the Ren-Sin Center, getting on the Bob Lowe boat, going down to Metro Beach, man, fishing on the Detroit River, going to the Tigers games, going to the Lions games. That's how we did it, man. That's how we did it. So I have some dear memories of Detroit, Dearborn, the mall in Dearborn, man, all of that stuff. 8 Mile, going down, watching the races with my brother and my cousin. Going down watching people drag racing on 8 Mile. Yes, sir. We did it all. You saw Michael Jordan put up 61 on the Bad Boys. I tell you what, I was never a Bulls fan, but I was a Michael Jordan fan. And so I would always be conflicted. But yeah, that was a hell of a game when MJ threw that 61 all up on the Pistons, man. He did them dirty. He did them wrong. He had no mercy. But at any rate, yeah, Chicago, man, that's my roots. Detroit and Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Tallulah, Louisiana. That's where my roots come from on both sides of the family, okay? A plantation in Vicksburg called Flowerstown. A plantation in Tallulah, Louisiana, called the Stanbro Plantation, where there was a sawmill. That's where the roots come from, guys. That's where it comes from, okay? By the way, I'm going to have to do another update video where I'm going to have to tell you what I learned about the race issue with Kamala. On the last video, I said that she's probably somewhat black, and I'm going to have to rescind that. Watching and keeping up with the reports from Candace. Okay, come to find out, no. Kamala Harris is not black at all. I don't know if she's got one lick. I know she has not one shred of FBA black. There's none of that DNA in there. There still might be a shred of black, maybe, but it's looking like the more Candace reports, the whiter she gets. So I'm going to have to update that, all right? Let's see here. So Frank, you know my man's John Luna, of course, because we are all in the Dalton Club, following the madness with our crooked super mayor Tiffany Henyard. And like I said, this FBI report, man, it's going to be on point. But I might have a couple silly videos peppered in there. Okay. I try to be entertaining. I can't make myself laugh as hard as I laugh when I'm watching the Cooking with Frank show, because my man Frank be just busting me up. That last one you did, Frank, man, it was ridiculous. It was totally ridiculous. But I am going to put a couple of videos interspersed in between here and there while I'm getting that FBI video done, because the one is going to be based on Tiffany Henyard's Cum Laude degree. She graduated cum laude. So that report even comes with a rap song. That's right, a rap song. And my lights just went out. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and walk in. I got to get inside, get a few things done, and then I got to get to the body shop because I'm finishing up on a custom paint job, a 1984 El Camino, which I tell you what, if you want, I can go live tomorrow and let you see this project that I've been working on for the last 2 years. My neighbor's out here mowing the lawn out in the dark. So I'm going to walk in here. Hopefully I don't lose the signal before I say goodbye. But again, I want to thank John Luna for the $40 super thanks. I'm in the house now, guys, so I can end it right here where you can actually see my face. This is my little computer table where I repair. I used to have an iPhone repair business, so I got like all these tools and things. I just replaced the screen on my wife's Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. What a fiasco. We broke 2 screens in like a 1-month period. But anyway, I'm going to have to get to the shop to get on this 1984 El Camino custom job that I will go live and let you guys see if you want to see it. It's amazing. Okay, so the train about killed you. What train is that? Let me know what that train is, Dwayne. Let me scroll back and see if I missed anything. We got John throwing out that shout out to Cooking with Frank. If I missed anything else, I do apologize, but post it in the comments and I will catch up with you. It's been fun giving you this preview and also dogging out the thin-skinned little whiny weirdos, the little brats who like to come on and give their little insults, their silly little insults. Thank you for that. You always make it more fun. Oh, the train on I'm like, I'm not getting on that train. No, sir. That's not my cup of tea right there. Nah. Some people think she's good looking. I don't. No. She's nasty, man. Yes. The vice. Yes, the VP. Right. So honest, Babel. I guess it's Babel. Glad to have you here. We had 27, upwards of 34 people on, and we'll end it by saying thank you again to John Luna for the super thanks of $40. I smacked the love button and the like button on that, and thank you, John, for helping me. One of these days, when this channel busts out and I'm making 50 G's a month, when I'm dropping them big bucks, I'm going to look back on this day and I'm going to say, you know what? John Luna is the one who helped me get to the point where I am making $50,000 a month when that day happens. And I'm going to bless John Luna. I'm going to bless you for that. So thank you very much, John, for helping me to kick off this channel and always being there in support. Thank you for everyone else. Patriot Chick in the house. Dwayne Manziel in the house. Chunking that deuce to Cooking with Frank. Frank, you didn't let me know. Let me know, man, if you're from the D-Town. Are you in Detroit or are you in, say, Kellogg? Are you in Lansing? Let me know what the city is. Cooking with Frank. And everybody, if you don't know Cooking with Frank, you better get to know him. His videos are hilarious. He's always dropping them truth bombs. Okay, Bloomfield. Thank you, sir. I'm going to look that up on the map because I can't really remember where Bloomfield is. We usually come up on Highway 94 when we're going to Detroit. That is the way that we get through. We kind of cut through the south side of Chicago. Then we cut over on Highway 94 going to Detroit City. You heard? Detroit City. Detroit City, the Big D, the Motown City. Shout out to all my Detroit fam, all my Chicago fam. I'm going to shut up now, guys. I got to get going. I'll be back with you very soon. This has been fun. Let me know. Should I just pop in live here and there just to say hi to the bunch? You tell me and I'll do it. That's all I got for now. This is Carlton. I'm out.